Hey guys, Ed back with you. Welcome back to Models in Beer, guys. Hey, welcome back to part 2 of our rear deck. We are building the Sovremenny 1/200 scale Trumpeter Soviet destroyer. If you haven't done so, go back and check out the first couple of videos. We got the whole video that we've done, and last week we started on the rear deck. Today we're going to complete that rear deck. So guys, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Welcome you back to Models in Beer. Okay, guys, just a quick recap of what we did last weekend. We begun our rear deck and got through this step here, got all those little tad bits on. Now let me show you what we're going to be working on today. This is going to be the part 2 and final assembly of the rear deck. Looks like plenty to keep us busy, so let's go ahead and get right on into it, guys. Okay, guys, let's just go ahead and take it right from the top. I got the first step in orange that we will go ahead and kick off with. Let me go ahead and zoom in on this and see what parts we need. Okay, so we need K12, K11, K14, and K26. And we need to make 2 of these. So let's go ahead and find our K sprue. All right, so here we have our bases, guys. This is part K14. These are going to be the bases to our reels here. And then we needed K11 and 12, which are these pieces here, 11 and 12, which are going to make the sides of our reels. And then we got our stands right here. K26. There we go. Let me get it on camera here. I'm notorious for keeping things off camera, guys, and I apologize. Trying to get better at that. So let's go ahead and get these parts cut out, and let's put them together. Be right back. Okay, guys, so that completes those 2 little guys. I did add, like you seen in the video, I did add some string in there to try to add a little bit more detail to those little guys. I don't know that you can tell that it's rope in there by looking at it because they're so tiny, but it does add some contrast. It's nice and dark on the inside now from the black string, and it laying up against that gray. So yeah, I think it was worth the extra time to go through and do that. So guys, I got them finished up and they're on the deck. Let me show you some pictures and we'll move on to the next step. Be right back. Okay guys, here's our next step. It's another reel. It's a little bit larger than the last ones that we worked on, so it should be a little bit more manageable. Let me zoom in on this. Let's see what parts we need. Okay, so let's dig out the H sprue. We need H21, H22, H20, and H26. So let me go ahead and get that out and we'll be right back. Okay guys, here's our base, H26. And our reel itself, 22 and 21, and the legs for our stand, H20 right there. So let's go ahead and get these things cut out and let's get them together. So our pieces are primed and painted, and this is our reel here, and this is the base to our reel and the two legs or stands for the reel. Now these are just attached to some tape, guys, that I used to paint them, and they are painted in a flat black on both sides. So there, we're ready for assembly. And I'm not sure, I found a can of paint that my wife had in her craft box. So let me show you, and I used it to spray this, and it came out really nice. I like that. I'm not sure of the color. Let me grab the can and I'll show you what it is. Alright, so this is what I used on that reel, guys. It's Krylon Fusion all-in-one. The color is metallic dark metal. And I really like the color of that. I wasn't planning on using this. I was just going through some boxes and I found this can in my wife's craft box and I thought, let's give it a shot. And I sprayed these parts with it, the reel. Yeah, and it came out really nice. I think it's going to complement that deck color that we have on there nicely. It's just enough of a difference in color to break up the reel from the deck, so it should, so it doesn't all blend in, and get lost in all the pieces of the same color, I should say. So yeah, that's what I'm using, or I did on this reel here, and I might use it for a couple other things down the road in this build. It's hard to say. We'll see how it ends up going. Another thing too, guys, I'm going to put a rope on this reel also. I don't know that that these reels had ropes on them, but I don't want to leave them empty. I think it looks silly if we just leave the reels with nothing on them, you know what I mean? So I think rope is better than nothing. So I found some of this. It's a thicker thread here, and I think it'll simulate rope nicely, and we should be able to get a few rounds on that reel because it's bigger than the ones that we had just done. And I got this stuff, came with my Constitution ship that I had built years ago for the rigging. So I think that'll work nicely for this reel here. So guys, let's go ahead. Let's get this camera turned around. Let's put this reel together. Be right back. Wound on the reel, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge to fasten it down. I used some super glue on the reel itself and stuck the string to it to start the before I started winding it around, just so it had something to grab onto. And I'm going to use the Mod Podge to seal the top so that it doesn't unravel. The Mod Podge will give us a nice clear finish after it's dry, where the hang on, I gotta find my brush. I'm trying to talk and do something at the same time and it doesn't work for me. The Mod Podge will give us a nice clear finish where this, if I tried to seal it with the super glue, it would dry up shiny, and that's really not what I'm wanting. So there we go. Alright guys, let's let that dry, and that should seal that for us so the string doesn't unwound itself. And we'll be right back. Okay guys, I thought I was filming and I wasn't, but you really didn't miss much. I put the reel down onto its base and give you a quick look at that. I don't want to mess with it too much because the glue is still a little bit tacky. But anyways, yeah, so we got the base down on its, or the reel onto the base. We got our rope wrapped around our reel. And I think that looks nice. I think it looks better than if it was just plain plastic with nothing on it. Like I said, I don't know what the reels were used for on the Destroyer. Maybe they held hoses. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just putting rope in there to fill in the gap because I think it looks better than with nothing in there. So that's the reason for the rope there. I'm thinking about now what I might do is take some of this Mod Podge and wipe it along this rope here, get it nice and wet, and then I think I'm going to make a coil that we can set on the deck, you know, next to the reel here. Maybe it looked like some of the rope came, you know, off the top of the reel and they wound it up there at the base of it. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to wet this rope. I keep calling it rope, it's string, but it's going to be rope in our ship. Let's go ahead and get this thing wet with some Mod Podge and let's shape it into a nice loop, and we'll call it done. Be right back. All right, guys, I think we're going to end this video here. We're already at 16, 17 minutes in. We did not finish the rear deck. I said at the beginning of this video we were going to complete the rear deck, and guys, we are still a long ways from completing the rear deck. Time consuming the stuff that we did. I didn't realize it was going to take that long. So, lesson learned. No longer will I say we're going to complete something before I try to complete it, because it might not happen. So there's going to be a third part, possibly a fourth part to the rear deck. Let's see how it goes. We're going to do another one next weekend. We did make some progress, guys. It's not a whole lot, but we did some cool things. We got our reel on there. We got our 3 reels on there. And we got the rope on the one. That looks cool, right? I got the rope coil. And let me get it this way here. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to look nice. It's looking nice. So we still got a few more things to go, guys. And I apologize for, it being drawn out, but I want to take my time on this. I want it to come out nice. So the extra things that we're doing, like the rope and things like that, I think it's adding to it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the build. Everybody have a great week, and come back next weekend, guys. Next Sunday we'll have another video. Let's see if we can complete the rear deck on the next video. Until then, guys, everybody have a safe, productive week. We'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.